Shai, you can mark down 34 points before they even get on the plane tomorrow, for the next game. I mean, the guy's going to score. We gotta find ways to make it as tough as possible on him.
Crossover, ooze from the crowd. Gilgeous Alexander scoops it in.
Already hard enough to guard. If he gets that kind of separation, it's impossible from that distance.
SGA, once again, the Thunder defense. The number one story right now is Gilgeous Alexander knocks down.
So there has been a constant back and forth when it comes to Shai Gilgeous and Nikola Jokic. But I'm here to kind of give you some of Shai's side of this, being that it's so many Nikola Jokic Glazers out there that believe he's the best thing in the world since he can average all of these damn triple doubles. So let's start back to the playoffs last year, where they faced off in the playoffs last year, which I think was the determining factor of who was going to win the MVP. So for that series, and these are the numbers between the two. I don't like to do numbers, but since the nerds like to use analytics and numbers, I'll use analytics and numbers. So last year in that series, SGA shot 53% to Nikola Jokic's 47. SGA averaged 2 turnovers to Nikola Jokic's 4.4. Shai averaged 6.6 assists to Nikola Jokic's 5.9. And for that, in the scoring aspect of that series, SGA averaged 30 points. Nikola Jokic averaged 28.4, right? So when they say that Nikola Jokic is God tier, what the hell does that make SGA? Being that he beat this God tier basketball player in the playoffs last year to win the championship, on top of winning 3 MVPs in one season.
In 25 years, the same player won the regular season MVP, the scoring title, and now he's your finals MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's dominance. That's greatness. 3 MVPs in one season. But he's not God tier. He's not considered one of those guys because of certain bias of the sports media to not mention this guy to be one of them dudes that might be Jordan-esque, Kobe-esque. And another fun fact that people don't know and or won't mention is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has more 30-point games than Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic got 157. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got 188. Just last year, he had 4 games in that single season where he scored over 50 points. He has 5 or more games with 50-plus points. That's not greatness. They like to call him a free throw merchant. If you get the whistle, you get the whistle. If you know how to manipulate the game to where you benefit, your team benefits, that's all that matters. It's been happening since the beginning of time, but now it's being highlighted by people that want to call him a free throw merchant due to the fact that they have a Nikola Jokic bias.
Stop, man.
Another fun fact that I'm sure most people don't know or don't pay attention to, do you know out of the last 4 to 5 years, SGA has outscored Nikola Jokic in total season points? Do you know that? I'm sure you didn't, because that's not being highlighted. Nikola Jokic is being highlighted as the best player in the world. That's false. He's one of the greats, absolutely. But they like to say, though, he's one of the greater big men in this generation. Yes, in this time, in this generation, because there's no more true big men in the league anymore. You're going to look as dominant if you're 7 foot and you can score, pass, and rebound. It's going to look great, being that he plays heliocentric basketball and he's getting all of these stats, all of these triple doubles, and that's what they pay attention to. But they don't pay attention to the fact that before Nikola Jokic, there were Chris Webbers, there were KGs, there were Hakeem Olajuwons, there were Shaqs, there were Dwight Howards, there were Dirk Nowitzkis, there were David Robinsons, there were Tim Duncans, there were Wilt Chamberlains. These were one of a few of the many great big men that were averaging double-doubles. You even had little bitty old 6'4" Charles Barkley dominating the glass. had a season where he averaged 14 rebounds at 6'4". Consistently for 10 plus years straight, he averaged double-double in points and rebounds. But now it's oh so great, being that you got a guy that can rebound, pass the ball, and score. What a joke. I would like to take a break and say, if you haven't subscribed, hit that comment section up, hit that like button, hit that share button, or hit that hype. You are tripping.
Man, that's fucked up, man. If it was y'all, I would have helped y'all.
This game.
Well, I cannot believe the big just kicked the ball back out when he had a wide open.
Lakers have just 30 points. Gilgeous Alexander pulls up, puts it in. An area he's really tried to work on and get better. Terrific defensive player. Zone defense. And Gilgeous Alexander easily. Doncic and Reeves a combined 1 of 11 from three-point range. The mid-range maestro does it again.
So there's nothing wrong with being a fan of a player, man. There's nothing wrong at all. If you're a fan of a guy, you're one of his representatives, you want to be one of his representatives, that's cool. But don't get on YouTube or the damn internet and lie. There's no way that this guy is better than SGA. SGA led his team last season to 68 wins. Nikola Jokic led his team last year. He only had 57. He's the #1 seed in the Western Conference right now. They want to sit up here and say Nikola Jokic is God tier and the rest of his teammates are ass. But for the last 4 years, Shai has averaged over 30 points. In Nikola Jokic's whole career, he hasn't had one season where he averaged over 30 points. What the hell do you call that?
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP.
That's why I think he's Jordan-esque, Kobe-esque. The mid-range game, he damn near brought that back. You know, he's not as flashy. He's not flashy. He doesn't shoot a lot of damn three-pointers. All of his game is predicated around that damn paint, outside that paint from 15 to 17 feet. The footwork, the spin moves, the combinations. That's greatness in game. He's doing all of this just like Kobe and Jordan at 6'6", outscoring the league's big man. How the hell Giannis is still in #1 spot and he missed 3 games? That which I don't get. He's #2 in scoring right now. Nikola Jokic is 5th. The different levels of game that he plays to where he's carrying a bunch of second-round picks to an NBA Finals championship, to a winning record in the damn NBA right now on the Western Conference where it is tough. He's able to do this. Consecutive game. Another fun fact is that there's an 84-plus game 20-point winning streak. There's Wilt Chamberlain. There's Wilt Chamberlain again. There's SGA. There's Big O. And there's KD. And there's MJ. You know how Nikola Jokic factors into that conversation? He doesn't, because he's not a part of that 20-game point streak. So when you say God tier, what is the little things in between this that puts him on these lists with these great players? This dude is on a 20-point game streak with Wilt Chamberlain, Big O, Oscar Robertson, KD, and Michael Jordan. That's not greatness. What you're doing for your team, that's not greatness. Fighting through a Western Conference where the teams are tough, where it's the strongest that it has been in a while. But that don't matter. The triple doubles matter. The fact that you are willing to sit your ass on the bench in those fourth quarters when your team is up 20, 30 points, you got your 30, your team is winning, and you go out there and let your other teammates eat. And there's one thing that I have noticed about these heliocentric basketball players, man. Unless the other team absolutely sucks, they are all close call games. In between probably between 1 to 10 points a game. I've seen this a few times with Luka Doncic previously, well, recently. Some games with Nikola Jokic, and some games with LeBron James years ago, or previously. These games are always close. They lead down to 1 or 2 buckets. That heliocentric style of play is going out of style. It looks good on the stat sheet, but when you play team basketball like SGA plays, this is the end result of it. Those 2 teams that were in the NBA Finals last year, the Pacers and the OKC Thunder, both of those teams played team basketball. Nikola Jokic went home in the first round. Not Nikola Jokic. Luka Doncic went home in the first round. Nikola Jokic went home in what, the second or third round? That heliocentric style of basketball is out of here. Nobody's playing it anymore, as Kobe would like to call it.
Players now play accidental basketball, and it drives me and Phil crazy because it's all penetrating pitch. You may make the shot, you may not. You have no idea who's going to be open or whatever. It's accidental basketball. We play basketball with purpose.
If you pay attention to the end of that clip, when Luka passed that ball out to Austin Reeves for the shot and he missed it, Luka Doncic just dropped his head because that's the type of basketball he plays. Penetrate and pitch. You don't know if you're going to hit the shot or not, but when I pass it to you, you better hit it. That's the same kind of damn basketball that Nikola Jokic plays. That's why Michael Porter Jr. got traded, because he wasn't always hitting those 3-pointers that he was supposed to hit. When Nikola Jokic is at the top of the perimeter, or at the top of the paint facilitating, either you're cutting to the paint or you're spotted up in the corner ready to shoot a damn 3. How many times have you seen in the game when Nikola Jokic is just dribbling and you see another player on the other side of the court, he's flinging the ball over there to him to hit the damn shot? That's the same exact way that Nikola Jokic plays. That's why he's only going to win that championship right there. And I like Nikola Jokic. I do. But we're not about to sit up here and ignore the fact that when he gets his triple doubles and they lose, the rest of the team gets the blame. Jamal Murray, AG, Christian Braun, Russell Westbrook. Oh, he got terrible hands. He shouldn't be on that Mavs team, but alongside Nikola Jokic because he makes the team worse. This is the type of basketball that he plays. This is the reason why I make videos about Nikola Jokic, because I don't like the way he plays basketball. So it's SGA all day, and they are in contention to win back-to-back championships. I don't hear that about Nikola Jokic now, do you? But I'll leave some more in videos at the end of this so y'all can look at more of my work. And I have a couple of videos about Nikola Jokic and a couple of videos about Luka and LeBron and various other topics. But if you made it to the end of this video, hopefully you subscribe, comment, like, share the damn video, and hit the notification bell for whenever I upload it to be nice. See if there's anybody else out there that thinks like us as in me and you. And with that being said, good day.